Believe it or not, there was a time when the sight of an animated dysfunctional family was a novelty. But nowadays, with the likes of Family Guy, American Dad, Bob's Burgers, Cleveland Show, King of the Hill, just to name a few, by now I'm pretty sure we could always say,
uh-oh, Simpsons did it.
And controversially, maybe it's past its prime.
I'll make you good.
Now personally, I'd say it hit its peak at season 6.
Don't mind if I do.
And needless to say, with something as ingrained in popular culture as The Simpsons, it would have had a few games over the years, and maybe they've not all been great.
Shh, you wanna get sued?
So in this episode of 90s arcade games you've definitely played, let's look at The Simpsons. So where do I start? I absolutely love this game. Maybe it was the time it was released, maybe the age I was, but something hit home and I could not stop playing it. Well, at least until I ran out of 20p's. So at its heart, The Simpsons is a side-scrolling, arcade-style beat-em-up, released by Konami in 1991, along the same lines of their Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game released in 1989, another title we're going to be looking at. So it's the second Simpsons game released in the franchise, following from Bart vs. the Space Mutants. The game allows up to 4 players to control members of the Simpsons family as they fight various enemies in order to rescue the kidnapped Maggie. Now, the game was ported to the Commodore 64 and MS-DOS soon after its launch. In February 2012, the game was released on Xbox Live and PSN, but now has been removed. The plot sees the Simpsons family, Homer, Marge, Bart, Lisa and Maggie, stumble across a jewellery robbery by Mr. Smithers. They then proceed to chase him across various levels and then finally encountering Mr. Burns at the end as the final boss. So each member of the Simpsons family has their own attack. Marge, who swings a vacuum cleaner, Homer, who punches and kicks, Bart, who wields a skateboard, and Lisa, who attacks with a jump rope. And the setup of the cabinet itself, each character had its own set of controls, allowing all 4 players to play alongside each other, either from the start or jumping in midway. Along with a standard array of jumping and attacking, 2 players can team up to form a joint attack, which differs depending on what characters are used. For example, Homer can lift up Bart and use him as a melee weapon, whilst teaming up with Marge puts him through a powerful cartwheel attack. As for the level themselves, you have Downtown Springfield, where the boss is Professor Werner Van Braun, Krusty Land, where you face Krusty Balloon, the Cemetery, where you face off against mobsters, Moe's Tavern, where you face off against a rather large looking drunk, Springfield National Forest, where you tackle a bear, Homer's Dreamland, where the final boss is a bowling ball with arms, Channel 6 News, where you tackle a Kabuki warrior, before finally being whisked away to the nuclear power plant where you tackle Mr. Smithers, a robotic Mr. Burns, and then Mr. Burns himself. The game also includes several button bashing mini-games, either by players or the computer, giving players the chance to earn extra points. The design of Mr. Smithers is based on Series 1 Episode 4, There's No Disgrace Like Home.
Fire that man, Smithers. I don't want him or his unpleasant family to ruin my picnic. He'll be gone by the tug of war, sir. Excellent.
The boss from Downtown Springfield is featured in Series 2 Episode 21, Bart the Daredevil.
And the challenger from the University of Heidelberg, Professor Werner von Braun. That's Braun with a W.
2 titans at the height of their career.
The Bigfoot enemy is based on Homer when he's mistaken for Bigfoot in the episode The Call of the Simpsons, Series 1, Episode 7. And the couch gag from the game Attract Mode is based on Season 1, Episode 6, Moon and Lisa. So what's the verdict? Overall, I'd say this is still a great game to play. It's great when you play on your own, but I think what makes it even better is when you have a group of friends to play with. I think the graphics are great and the sprites are colourful. Music and sound effects are good. It's definitely in keeping with what the series was like at the time. So if you get the chance to play it, especially with friends, go for it. So I hope you like this episode of 90s arcade games you've definitely played. Please remember to like and subscribe if you like the video. Also click on the icon on the screen to watch our long play of The Simpsons arcade, and keep an eye out for our next arcade classic you've definitely played.